Hello there and welcome to the new Tableau dashboard tutorial where I will show you how you can create a dashboard like this. So this is a good dashboard design from my perspective where there is a proper alignment and proper charting, or the spacing for the chart is being done. Now this is just a sample, but to give you an idea about how you can place your information. But you feel free, once you learn how to do all this thing, feel free to move the information or to use your own chart, because these are the charts which I have created based on just my understanding and just to present it over here. But you may have your own different charts, so use it like a template and then create a stunning dashboard like this, which your users probably will like it. So if you want to learn with me, you can continue learning with me, or if you want to have it, there is a link which I have given for a very nominal cost that I have put it over there, just in case if you want to get the template over here like this and want to use it directly. But if not, then you can also learn with me step by step. Alright, so let's come back in the normal mode, just so that we are in the dashboard mode. Okay, I'm pressing the escape button. Alright, now we are in here. So as you can see, this is a normal development environment of the dashboard. So what we have done is we have created these charts individually. As you can see, these different charts is present over here, and then we have come over here and created this layout for the dashboard within the dashboard tab, and there is a small icon which you see it over here. So if I just again go into the link, so you will see that it is nothing but giving you the option of filtering the data. So I've used just one filter to filter your entire dashboard. However, you can use as many filters as you want in just a small space like this. So we will going to look at even that as well. All right, so how to start? Well, first of all, this chart, which is count of orders, so it's a very simple. I know you must have been following my videos, but if you are the new user, then what I suggest is look at in the description for the various tutorials for the projects that I have covered, as well as step-by-step tutorials if you want to create these types of dashboard. All right, so that's first the area chart, which you can see we have taken the order date from here. So order date has been pulled here, and the order count is basically present. You have to take the order count or count of order ID. Either way, it will going to work fine. And then over here, order date filter is present, which we have used. If you just remember, I've shown you within the dashboard over here. This is where we have used the date. All right, and if we want to use any more filters, bring those filters over here. For example, the customer segment, maybe the within the product hierarchy, you have different like subcategory, manufacturer, product name, things like those. If you want to add it as a filter, or in your database, if you want to add more filters, just bring it in one visualization, and you can easily add it to all the visualization, and I'll show you in the later part of the video. All right, so this is first the area chart that we have created. So area chart, as you can see, is present over here, a very straightforward option. So I'm not going in a lot of details to do that, because I have done this almost more than 100 times over here on my channel. The second is very simple bar chart for the product for the customer segment, and then you have the product category. So segment information is in the column 1, column 2, and column 3 is for the different customer segment. And over here the coloring is, if you see, is the category. And one thing you need to make sure is you need to choose one single color. So for example, I've chosen this blue color, and I'm using the different shades of blue. So if you see over here in this entire theme, I have not gone anywhere outside the blue boundary. Only in certain cases like the title, which is not related to the visualization, but just the title. However, we could have even done that as a darker shade of the blue, like this one, maybe darker than even this one. So that's the main thing to catch over here in this, that we don't have to go outside of blue shade. So over here, if you see, I have chosen the color, and if I go into the color, you will see that these are the three options, but you don't see option over here. So what do? Well, in that case, you need to come here in the palette, you choose the blue, and for technology, I have chosen this. For office supply, this one, and a lighter shade for the furniture. And that's what you need to do. It's a very simple one. Tableau has already given it to us. So we'll click OK, and we will come over here in the profit binning, the next chart. Again, you see the theme is blue. What we have used is basically the count, the sum of sales for the different bin size. So 0 to 1K, 1 to 2K, 2 to 3K. The profit binning is present over here. You can create bins directly from here by coming here and creating the bins. And once the bins are created over here, you have the option of editing it. You can choose the size of the bin. So 1000, so 0 to 1000. That's why I was able to say that 0 to 1000. And if you see that this is misleading for your audience, then what you can do is you can come over here and change the alias. So maybe for 0 to 1, what do you want? So we want 0 to 1K, something like this. So we'll click OK, and the alias will change. The only problem is that you have to change it for each and every one. Coming over in the alias, and you have to change it for each and every one. So I'm leaving it up to you, because I don't know even you were going to use this chart or not. So yeah, but just wanted to show you how you need to do that. Then coming to the KPI, very simple. If you see average time to deliver, again, this is something which I created. The calculated field. So calculated field is present over here, and if I come and select on the edit, this is nothing but the ship date, the date on which the order was shipped, and then the order date on which you received the order. So if ship date is 10th of January and the order date is 1st of January, so it basically you took 9 days to deliver it, and that's what it basically is saying. And once we have taken it over here, we have just formatted it properly by going here in the text, and over here if you will see, this is something which I have increased to level 36, the font size, and down there the text which is supporting this is basically just the 10 as a font size, and both of them is in the Tableau bold, and the coloring is blue. So we are not going outside blue. Similarly, for second KPI, it is the average discount. We have formatted to a percentage. If you don't see percentage like this, you need to come over here and go into the format, and from here you have to choose the percentage, how many decimal you want, you can get it. Again, if you see, the coloring is blue, we have not changed it. That's what we have done even for the third option, which is the average order quantity. So what we have taken is the quantity as the average, and we can select that. Now coming back to this chart, which is a donut chart. So donut chart is slightly straightforward. I've covered into my previous videos, but if you see, what I've done is we have the sum of profit by the category over here, and what I have created is to average zero calculation. And why I have created it, so that I will have one for the pie and another one for pie but for the color which is white. So for example, if I change it to, let's say, gray, you will see that this is now changed to gray. So what I have make sure it is white, and using the dual axis. So if I don't use the dual axis, if I uncheck that, this is how the visualization looks like. But if I simply do the dual axis, you will see this. Look for the donut chart visualization. I'll try to figure out a link and put it in the description if you're looking for that. And after that, what we have is a simple 100% bar chart, stack bar chart. And the way we have done the stack bar chart is based on the order count for the various shipping mode. So what it is indicating, that within the central 1439, which is 61.95% orders, is in the standard class, and only 5.17% orders, or 120 orders, have been delivered in the very first day. And if you see, there is a comparison also. So 83 orders. So south is basically the region where most of the orders are happening, again, as per the trend within the standard class, and very less order if you compare it with the rest of the categories or rest of the regions. And the way you need to create it is by coming over here and you will say that you want percent of total, and you will going to get the 100% stack bar chart, because you don't find it over here. We don't have a 100% stack bar chart. After that, what do we have is a very straightforward chart. We have sum of sales here on the x-axis. On the y-axis, we have profit, so rows and columns, and customer names are present as a detail. And on the coloring, what you have is the profit ratio, so sum of profit divided by sum of sales. And in the color, if you see, we are not deviating from the blue color. So what we have done is the color which is in minus is slightly lighter shade of blue, and which is in the positive side is the darker shade of the blue. Alright, so next chart, what you have is a very simple, am I using this? No, I'm not using this. So, but yeah, I mean, if you want to just understand, what do we have, it is basically for different years, how is the sales by region. So for example, for Central, what is the sales in 2019, and then coloring is also by the sales. So it does not reveal a lot of information, so probably that's why I've not used it. Let me see the last chart. Oh, nothing is here. Okay, so finally we come here on the dashboard on the 11th minute. So I hope that refresher was quite quick but useful for you, just to help you understand, in case you are wondering, some visualization how they have been created. Okay, so interesting part is this visualization. So what is going on over here? Well, first thing is dividing all these things into different components. So if you see, come over here in the layout, you will see you have 3 different components. So the first one is basically our button. If I select this, you will see it over here. So I'm not going over there right now, but what I want to first show you is the vertical component. So this is the vertical component, or the entire component, in which multiple components which is present. All right, let me come over here. This is the one tiled. So this is the entire component, which is a vertical one. And then we have horizontal. Within that we have different horizontal, if you see these component. And down there, if you will come, multiple horizontal components that is being added for the perspective of putting these visualization, but I will create it for you step by step, so no need to worry. So here I am in the dashboard, and over here we will going to pick the vertical component. And before vertical component, what I'm going to put is text, and we will put it as sales performance dashboard. Select it, make it maybe 26, and make sure that Tableau bold is what we are choosing, and we are not going beyond blue. So this sales performance dashboard. All right, drag it up, double click again over there. You will come in this window and make it centralized and click OK. All right, so the first thing first, now we have this vertical pane. What we want is couple of more vertical panes. So what I will do is I will add one more. So this is one, this is another one, and I will probably add couple of more, because I know sometimes there is this filters comes in and they create issues, or the legend comes in and they create issues. So we will tackle all of these. So what I've done is added just couple of vertical components, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the first component, I will give it some space because I need to add the chart, and within this I need to add what? Horizontal one. So what I'll do is I'll just select horizontal and put it here. So within vertical we have horizontal, and now I can pull in my my charts, because first should be here, and then another should be here, and third one should be here. So it's like horizontal components, and that's why I picked up the horizontal component over there. Okay, so let's bring it here, let's bring all of it here, and let's bring the third one here. All right, sounds fine. And then adjust it as per the need that we have, and as per the visualization spacing that is required. So yeah, should be good, right? I'll just select again. All right, why don't you come? Yep, now you're there. Okay, so it's fine. Now if you see, again, like I mentioned, it usually comes up like legend basically takes up those space. So what I'll do is I will right click and make it floating, and once I make it floating, it is present here, and I will just select it over here and make sure that it is here, category. Yep, so that's fine. Now I have these two components and I need to drag this up a little bit, maybe down. Yeah, should be okay. All right, once we have this, then the second component is basically our KPIs. Again, for that I will bring in the horizontal component, and I will take the first KPI, the second KPI, and then the third KPI. So if you see, I will right click and hide the title, right click, hide the title, right click, hide the title, and I will bring it up. Okay, all right. Final component, again I will take horizontal pane from here, and then what do we have is first this, then this, and then the third one, which is here. We don't need this, so let's delete them. All right, so I think this is here in the middle based on our original. However, feel free to change it based on your needs. There is no problem as to how you want to adjust that. All right, okay, yeah, so up to us how much we want to adjust or how much spacing we want to give. Just want to make sure that everything is looking fine. But if you compare this is still looking very nice because a proper spacing is being given and some background is given over here. All right, and so what we need to do is come over here on the layout and on the background. Okay, so we'll select the outer layer over here. If you see the tiled, which is the most outer one, we have to select this, and over here in the border, in the background, we have to choose what gray color. This is very light, this is fine. I think this is the one that we have used. And if you see, as I've added, there's a bit of a shading that has come, right? And it is indicating that in certain cases, if we just do a little bit of spacing correctly, for example this one and here, so now this spacing is fine and this spacing is fine. So just with the addition of a background color, it has started coming together, and that's the magic of background color. But what if you want to create a perfectly separate tiles like this? Well, in that case, here is the key. The key is select this, and over here on the outer padding that you are seeing, change this or increase this size. I think 9 is fine. Similarly, select this, and in the outer padding, select not 10 but 9, because we are making it consistent across the different components. So again, I have selected the third one and I am making it 9, and then this one again I'm making outer padding 9, and then this one. So it's an iterative process. If you want to just either skip it or fast forward it, do it, no problems. But yeah, if you enjoy it, if you are enjoying it, what I suggest is please share it with your friends and colleagues on the social media or wherever you can, so that first of all, it will help me increase the audience on my channel, as well as help them to learn how to create a dashboard like this. All right, so that's it. Well, here we are with that dashboard. Isn't that a very similar one which you saw earlier, which is this one, right? And the only thing which is missing over here is the component, this component, right? So what I'll do, or maybe double click here and just increase the size. doesn't look right that much. Okay, I guess I had changed this to 1100. Yep, that's it. And so what I did very quickly is I'm here in the dashboard, and I've just changed the width to 1100 from 1000, which is the default one. Okay, and next is from this chart, what I'll do is bring the filter, and that is order date. So order date is present here. I will make sure that you are selecting this, and come here and make it floating. Once you make it floating, make sure wherever you want to create that icon, you are putting it over there. So here I want to create an icon, so I'm putting it over here, and again I'm checking this button and clicking on add show height button. So my add show height button is here. I'll just drag it there, and this component I will just make sure I press Alt and this click button, and then I will drag it down. Just need to make sure that it is coming properly. So let's go into this, and yeah, so now I can select. Right now only this visualization is getting selected. So what do we need is basically come over here and hold on. If I just press Alt and on that button, this is this, and select this filter, and then apply to worksheet, all using this data source. Okay, we are good. So now, yep, so now you see every chart and everything is getting reduced or increased or decreased based on what it is. So these are the settings that you need to make to create a chart like this. But yeah, that's mainly what I wanted to show you at a high level as to what you can do or how you can produce a beautiful dashboard like this. I hope you have found it very useful, and like I said, if you have enjoyed it, then please don't forget to share it on the social media and with your friends and colleagues who want to create this dashboard. So that's about it, and let's meet in some other innovative dashboard.